Dollhouses come in many shapes and sizes, but I've never seen a multi-unit, 5-story, New York City-style walk-up before, so I decided to build one. I've always wanted to create a miniature apartment building with each floor representing a different theme. When the San Diego County Fair announced its theme for 2024, I immediately envisioned a building with each floor devoted to a different decade in home decor ranging from the 1950s to 1990s. With a nod to nostalgia and a focus on fun, the 2024 fair will give our yesteryears another moment in the San Diego sun. Bop your way around the happy days of the 50s. Twist, shout, and shake it into the bewitching 60s. Move and groove through the disco nights of the 70s. Moonwalk it back to the gnarly age of big hair, shoulder pads, and parachute pants of the 80s. And enjoy the era of flannels and floppy drives of the 90s. Okay, the first thing I started doing was I made a layout on some poster board. At first, I decided that each room should be about 10 inches by 10 inches, which would be 10 feet by 10 feet in real life, and which would result in about a 500 square foot apartment if it was real. My original design had an elevator, but I later decided to take that out just because of time constraints, and it's a big enough project as it is. So to give you context, this would be the front entrance of the apartment building. This is the entrance to the first floor apartment, or you could go up the stairs and enter the second floor apartment, and so forth up to the 5th floor. Once inside the apartment, there's a dining area, kitchen here, and then through a doorway, 1 bedroom there. Back out through the kitchen, dining room, living room here. It's a 1-bathroom apartment, so there's going to be like 1 bathroom here that's not, you don't enter from a bedroom, you enter from the living room. And then finally, 2nd bedroom right here. I kind of outlined some furniture. Here is a design from Lightburn that I made showing the studs and sills. And this is what I have so far. So I used Lightburn to create the studs and the sills, that's the horizontal pieces. You can see I was going to put the elevator there. I decided I needed to steal that space and make this bedroom bigger. So basically, there's going to be exterior doors here on the ground floor. And then enter. Door always opens into the apartment. And so this would be the dining room area, kitchen area. These are not, these fixtures are just placeholders right now. And then through this doorway, you'd enter 1 bedroom. I'm using cardstock as drywall. Actually, I think it's matte board for framing, like picture framing. Back out through the kitchen, dining room, living room, bathroom entrance with a pocket door. Bathroom's not installed yet, obviously. The bathroom's the only part I didn't frame out. Mainly for space reasons. We'll see if I come to regret that decision. And then through this door would be the 2nd bedroom. Slightly bigger than the 1st bedroom, but not much. All right, so you can see up close. Let's look at the frames here. So I use this tongue and groove method. So the top of so in real life, they would just nail these together, but this wood is so small, it's only 1/8 of an inch thick, that nailing it together is not really practical. So we've got the stud that connects via the groove to the sill. And then this was one where I forgot I should have made my hole higher there for lighting. So I'm going to experiment with a new lighting technique. I designed the studs with holes in the center, which is definitely not how it would be in real life, but the whole idea is that then I can string these little lights through it and then build some sconces into the wall. So I can have bedside lighting in this area, for example. It doesn't look like much now, but I'm going to be working on the sconces today. And I don't think I'll run lights through every single wall. Like, for example, this wall won't have any lights there. I just need to create enough interest to make people want to look inside the project and also make it kind of realistic. So this is what I have so far. So here is an example of what I designed in Lightburn for the bathroom sink and also the pieces of the bathtub with the bath surround. This is going to be the bathroom sink. I designed it in Lightburn. So it's going to be an undermount sink. I'll either build the sink out of wood or I might try to find a container. I find that those little jelly containers that you get at breakfast places, like with strawberry jam in them or whatever, those can actually make really good undermount sinks. And so I built this out of wood. I backed it with cardboard because you're not going to see the back. And then I built these little pieces. So much fun. It's like a puzzle. And so I haven't glued them in yet because I want the doors to probably be a contrasting color from the main part of the sink unit. Over here, here's obviously my uninstalled wall with the pocket door. So I think that's kind of fun. A pocket door is always a space saver in a small space. And then here, I'm going to have a built-in tub, and then the toilet would go right there. Here I've placed the plywood that's going to be the floor of the second floor, the ceiling of the first floor. Just to get an idea, I'll paint the underside white just for simplicity. I'm just going to have all the ceilings white, more than likely, just in the interest of time. I only have a few months to build a 5-story building with, technically if you count the foyers or the landings, however you want to say it, if you count that and the bathrooms, it's 7 rooms per floor, so 35 rooms altogether that I want to be fully lit and designed, either painted or wallpapered, carpeted, fully furnished with accessories from each of the time eras. So it's quite an undertaking. I don't want to cut corners on anything that's quality, but if I can save time or increase efficiency, I'm definitely going to have to find clever ways of doing that. So you get an idea of what it might look like, obviously in its very, very rough, just framed out state. So in my next video, I plan on designing the 1950s kitchen in Lightburn, cutting it out on the machine, painting it, and doing all of the decorating, installation, and all of the little touches. So the kitchen, the 1950s kitchen and bedroom will be the next things that I tackle on this.